In 1953, a covert operation orchestrated by the CIA and British MI6, and after established the CIA in 1947, that was the first CIA crime to foreign country, when people came to street for support of Prime Minister CIA by holding sign that say Communist Party, a CIA took a picture of demonstration and show it to President Roosevelt to show that Mossadegh is a communist, but actually when Communist Party offer their help to Mossadegh, he refused it. Mossadegh loved democracy, and that led to the overthrow of Iran's democratically elected Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. He came to America and he was Man of the Year by Times magazine, and after that killing and jailing started, this event, known as Operation Ajax, marked a pivotal moment in Iran's history and US-Iran relations. But what led to this coup, and how did it shape the future of the Middle East? Iran, rich in oil resources, was under significant foreign influence, particularly from Britain, which controlled the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. Iranians saw this control as exploitation, with little benefit returning to the country. In 1951, Mohammad Mossadegh, a nationalist leader, was elected prime minister. He championed the cause of reclaiming Iran's resources by nationalizing the oil industry, which brought him widespread support at home, but significant opposition from Britain and its allies. The world was in the grip of the Cold War, with the US and the Soviet Union vying for global influence. The West feared that Iran's instability could lead to Soviet expansion into the oil-rich region. Britain, deeply dependent on Iranian oil, sought American support to maintain control. They framed Mossadegh's policies as a threat to Western interests and linked him to communism, a label that resonated deeply during this era. The CIA and MI6 launched a covert operation called Operation Ajax. It involved bribing Iranian officials, spreading anti-Mossadegh propaganda, and rallying public and military support against the government. In August 1953, chaos erupted in Tehran. Protests and riots, many staged with CIA funding, destabilized Mossadegh's government. The Shah fled the country but returned days later after military forces overthrew Mossadegh. Kermit Roosevelt Jr., a CIA officer, played a central role in coordinating the coup. His work demonstrated how modern intelligence operations could manipulate political outcomes in foreign nations. The Shah's return ushered in a period of autocratic rule, heavily supported by the US. His regime focused on modernization, but suppressed political dissent, which fueled resentment among Iranians. The coup reinforced Western control over Iranian oil, but at the cost of Iran's sovereignty. The Iranian people's anger at foreign interference set the stage for the 1979 Iranian Revolution. The 1953 coup remains a defining moment in US-Iran relations. Many Iranians view it as a betrayal of their sovereignty and democracy. This event laid the groundwork for the hostility that characterizes the relationship to this day. The declassified CIA documents from 2013 confirm the operation's details, prompting discussions about the ethics and consequences of foreign intervention in sovereign nations. The 1953 Iranian coup is a stark reminder of how geopolitical interests can shape nations' destinies. Understanding this history is crucial as we navigate a world still grappling with the repercussions of such actions. This video is made by AZ. He is from a Great Majesty family. AZ spent 45 years in America, calling radio talk shows and sending 5,000 messages trying to heal his two nations, telling governments to spend money on food, not war. AZ is from the last great royal family and a hero of Iran. They ruled their state with justice and lived in a castle. They freed Iran but did not take the entire country's kingdom. However, because of oil found in their land, they were overthrown by England and its puppet king, Flavi. His family is from the same area that Persian King Cyrus the Great was. AZ, also from his father's side, not direct, has been a protector of Jews in the 1930s, and Jews came to the street and called "Long live" with Modares. Iran has thousands of years of history. Many beautiful things came from Iran or Persia, from the Constitution of Europe and America to the YouTube algorithm or the halo on top of Jesus' head. They all came from Iran. 2,500 years ago, Cyrus the Great brought the first human rights in history. Cyrus freed the Jews from Babylon. The Jewish holy book says Persian King Cyrus is a Jewish messiah, and Jews lived in Iran, Persia, for 2,700 years. In the 1980s, AZ lost everything in an 8-year war with Saddam Hussein, with the help of America and Israeli arms dealers and some Europeans. 1 million Iranians were killed or injured, and there was $1 trillion in damage. They sold arms and information to both sides to keep the war going for 8 years. Meanwhile, Israel and USA arms dealers profited more than $500 billion. Azi's mother taught him to love people as they are. In 50 years in America, AZ went to only a few vacations and concerts. For a long time, he was the only one who went to Iranians and told them, "Do not come to this country just for making money. With the help of good Americans, try to heal your two countries so history will speak well of you." AZ's message is, be a part-time hero and try to have a better world where everyone can live in peace. Scary, right?